Hi everyone, we're back. Right, I had a little experiment yesterday. It didn't quite turn out to plan, but I think I know what I've done wrong. So I'm going to record this and hopefully it turns out okay and I can actually upload this one onto YouTube. But I'm going to do it in a few stages. So I've skipped out the way into the resin and stuff and the mixing. If you haven't seen that, pop into one of the other tutorials I've done and you'll see we're using Let's Resin 1.1 today. I'll go through the other parts as we go through the stages, but yeah, I haven't warmed this time, mainly because I'm using a different product which was recommended to me by Michelle, one of my friends on Facebook, and this is Marabou. It's a rainbow alcohol ink. It's a sparkly alcohol ink, like a glitter, but it's not as heavy. So what we're going to do, or what I'm aiming to do, is part fill the bigger molds with resin, let that sit for a while. I'm going to mix in this with the resin as well, but not too much, and then I'll let that set, come back, and we'll do the ink stuff along with the glow powder. This isn't normal glow powder, this is Watch Lume it's called. It just comes in like a kit. I think I got that on eBay last year for some watches that I was working on, but I'll get to that when we go. So I've got the resin already mixed. Just going to pinch the cup, pour that in. We don't want to go too much. Just take you down. Try and give you a kind of depth angle so you can see how far I'm going. I think that will do because we need to allow room for the next lot of resin and inks. So you can see I'm probably leaving about 3mm, 4mm from the top. So bring you back up again. And we'll pour into these round ones. So I'm hoping for like a spacey Nebula or Northern Lights kind of effect, I hope. If not, I will get there. Go for this heart. Come over here, go with one of these squares. And we'll go for these ones. So it's stuck in the bottom of that one. Let's clean that out. Got a bit of a drip. I don't know whether that's new or old. Yeah, it's new, that's fine. Go in there. I've got a bit of resin left over, I used it on something else. Right, so let's just check. I'm not gonna see, the trouble is with the depth, the inks will sink, so I don't want them sinking and touching the top, so I'm going to take a little bit out of this one. Again, you'll find down here in this corner there's a little sub button, so if you haven't subbed, just click that and you can subscribe. Thanks to all those who've subbed already, liked, followed, commented. So now we've got this in, we're just going to give it a blast. Have some bubbles because I haven't warmed it, they're not coming to the surface as they normally do. Just going to try and manipulate them up with a cocktail stick. Give it another quick blast. Now, we're going to add some of this. Give it a good shake. You don't want to go too crazy with this because it can sink. So we're just going to add 1 drop in each. You can see it sparkling away, and it will spread out inside the mould. As you can see, that ring. Over here. Now what we need to do is, with the cocktail stick, just very carefully, don't go too crazy, but you kind of need to just break up that ring that it forms and try to work it just into the surface of the resin. You may need to come back a few times, just keep an eye on it, because it can just reform in the center. Want to take some out if it's too much. It would be handy if you could do like a half drip of this, or maybe just dip the cocktail stick into some in a separate bowl. Kind of just need to work it. You see this one's come straight into the center already. Just work it around. Try and break it up a little bit. This is a complete experiment for me. As I say, yesterday's failed. They had a glow. This one's got too much resin in. Because the ink's not going to work and drop properly on the next layer. Again, just give it another quick, like I said, come back to it and just double check it. If you need to agitate it again in say half an hour, do that. But I'm gonna whack this on my heat mat, speed things up and come back for the ink stage. So I'll see you soon. Right, so we're back. This is now set. See, it's got quite a nice even sparkle to it. So the next phase is to add some of the glow powder. Now we just want to kind of just, some of it's quite lumpy, just pick some up and kind of rub it and squeeze it over the resin that's already there. Doesn't matter if you get a few lumpy bits, it should add to the effect, hopefully. You can see how it's just dusting over. Take you a bit further down in a moment. And there we go. A few lumpy bits here we're going to take out. So they're a little bit too big. So I did crush a lot of this. Actually, we'll keep a few bits in there just to see what they turn out like. Right, so we're now going to seal that in. Have some mixed up resin. Just going to pour over the top and fill the moulds back up to the brim. But leave a tiny amount just to allow for the inks. Hopefully I've mixed up enough. And hopefully it works. So what I don't want, excuse me, is the inks to sink too far and touch the first amount of resin. I'm hoping I've kind of got my depths right. But time will tell. Okay. So we're going with the Let's Resin inks. We've got peach red, sapphire blue, green, but we're going to add lemon yellow to this green to brighten it up. And we've got purple. I might not use them all. And this is the Let's Resin See Deeper. I'll put all the links in the description, so if you're trying to work out what I'm using, all the links will be up there. Give them a good shake. And we're going to start. Let's just blast these quick. You don't want to do this after you've added the inks, because you can actually start a fire. Right, so we're going to start dropping. Let's take you down. Sorry if my hand's getting in the way. So once we've added the peach red, we're going to go in with the green on the opposite side. And now, before we're adding the whites, we're going to add the yellow to the green, and you'll see it really brightens that green up. I'm just going to get a pipette and suck some out of this one and this one, because they're going to spill over. I'm just going to drop that in, suck up some of the resin. Might get some of the ink as well, it doesn't matter. So don't want it to overspill and potentially leak into the other pieces. Let's see how we go. Now we're going to go in with some white. Now we'll go in with some purple. Just hope it doesn't mix in with the others and muddy the colours up. Now we're going to hit the purple with the white. Just see how that kind of forms and rests. A bit of dancing in this one. So I think we can go with some more yellow. I might not use the sapphire blue. I'll add some more yellow to this, the darker areas of the green. and then go back over that with another white. With these ones with the gaps down here, I'm going to go in and risk it with a tiny bit of blue and hope it doesn't muddy. I'm going to tap that with the white as well. I've got another gap on this one. Looking okay. This one's a bit clear around the edges, so I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the green. A little bit more of the yellow on top, and then another white, and then I'm going to push this pink back up, and this one with a bit more white. Going with a white there to try and spread out the edges on that one. It's kind of just trial and error. I think I'm going to leave that now. So again, all the links will be in the descriptions of what I'm using. There's also the donation links. Thanks for everyone who's donated so far. And there's also the Linktree link, which has got all my other social media links. You can click on that and it'll show you my Instagram page, TikTok. But we're going to leave this here and we're going to come back for the swell in around about an hour. See you then. Right, so we're now back and ready for the wisps. It's been about an hour. So we're going to start down here. Just going to draw, not too deep. Just draw that green through the blue, through the peach red, and just swirl it into the middle. With this one we're going to go with the blue into the green, into the purple, and into the center. And this one we'll go with the pink. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Pink into the green, into the purple, into the center. This one we'll go with the blue through the purple and the pink. Peach. I keep calling it pink. It's pink, peach red. This one here we'll go with the green. Just draw that through. You could do it any way you want, really. You could even change your colours. Green again. Through. Just swirl it around. With this one here, I'm going to go with the purple. Draw the purple through the green up to the pink. Whirl it all round. And the last one, we've got a couple of clear patches here, so what we're going to do is just draw that through all over the place, really. Right, so I'll pop that back on the heat mat and come back for the demold. See you soon. Right, so we're back for the demold. Let's see how they turned out. They're still a little bit soft, but they're okay to pop out. And there we have it. See, the test will come when I use it like an LED torch to charge them up. Obviously you don't want to charge these up in sunlight because, wow, the sunlight can bleach the alcohol inks. That's pretty cool. Well, it's worked. Woohoo! Let's just hope the glow effect works. Look at that. Yeah, I'm happy with those. So far so good. blow on that one. See how the glitters kind of evenly, hasn't all sunk to the surface, which is good. Yeah, to the bottom. Yay! I haven't got to do it again. You can see that kind of cloudy, the zoom's gone, that kind of cloudiness, which hopefully is going to glow up really nice. And the last one. That's really cool. Right, we're going to come back with a torch and some darkness for the glow. I feel like a big kid. I couldn't wait, it's daylight outside. So I'm under the duvet. I'm just charging these up with my LED torch. And I'm going to flip the camera around and show you the results. Right. Let's move the light away slowly, just so you can get some. There you go. You have to get the focus just right. It keeps coming and going. And there you go. See some of those bigger chunks? They turned out really cool. It's definitely what I wanted. Keep having to get the light back to get the focus. What I'll do is I'll take some better photos and upload them onto my Instagram. You can see just how cool they've turned out. I'm really chuffed with that look. Yay! Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching, rather. And joining me under the bed covers. A bit weird. So, I'll see you for the next one. Bye!